Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess from BehatiLife. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are talking about common mistakes that tarot readers make, number 2. Well, number 2 because this is 4. So number 2, common mistakes. Well, Section 2 of this topic of what we're talking about today, this week, which is common mistakes that tarot readers make from beginner to advanced. You'd be surprised how many advanced readers make the same mistakes. Sometimes advanced readers, almost intermediate to advanced readers, look down at beginner readers and they're like, oh, you don't know like meanings, or you don't know this. I've been doing this for years. But these are common mistakes that even advanced readers make. And even myself, I have to remind myself occasionally or every once in a while to be like, well, take a step back. What is it that we're doing? What is it that we're trying to accomplish here? What is it that we have? So the common mistake that I see a lot of tarot readers make, beginner to advanced, is they don't actually answer the question. And I know you're probably like, wait, what? If I'm asking them a question, if I'm asking them about my love life, or if I'm asking about career, and they're shuffling, how is it that they're not answering the question? Well, for that, we have to take a step back and we have to understand the tarot on a more deeper level. And as deep as the tarot is, sometimes it's not that deep. Sometimes the tarot is so simple, and our brains, our human brains, are so apt to kind of dive in really deep that we kind of miss the mark. So when you ask the tarot a question, the tarot answers that question. It doesn't answer the energy around. It doesn't answer if there's something else going on. It doesn't answer, like, it answers the question. So for example, let's say someone wants to ask the question of, how does so-and-so feel about me? The question is, how does, fill in the blank, we're going to say his name is Peter, how does Peter feel about me? So the tarot reader shuffles the cards, and 7 of Swords jumps out, and the Empress, and Queen of Cups. And the tarot reader then is like, 7 of Swords means cheating and sneaky and conniving behavior. Queen of Cups is another woman. Empress is definitely another woman. He's cheating on you. He doesn't have feelings for you because he's cheating on you. That is not what was asked. The question that was asked was, how does he feel about me? So when you shuffle the cards are, how does Peter, it works with the energy. So it's like, how does he feel? He feels Empress energy. He feels Queen of Cups energy. He feels 7 of Swords energy, which if you ask the question a different way, is you know, what is Peter's actions towards my querent, the person who's asking the question? What is he doing? Who is around him? What is he doing and what is around him? That would be like, okay, this dude has another person around because he's sneaking around. And you would want to look to your intuition to answer that question in conjunction with the message of the cards backing it up. So 7 of Swords is notoriously known for cheating, for sneaky, cheeky behavior, and things being like under the radar, especially if the Moon card jumps in, and the 3 of Swords. Ugh, what an awful combination for relationships, like in general. You never really want to see that unless you're like, I need confirmation. Is he cheating? And the cards will show that. But we're not talking about that now. Back on topic, back on focus. So if you were asking, okay, what is he doing and what is around him when it comes to our relationship, and you see that shows that he has sneaky tendencies or sneaky behavior, and his actions are actually probably not positive towards the relationship. But if you're asking, how does he feel towards someone, then that means if you have combination of Empress and Queen of Cups, even though he's a man, he may be feeling a masculine energy. He's feeling feminine energy. He's feeling, I feel nurturing to her. I feel like I want to take care of her. I feel like I want to baby her. Like I want to lift her up. That I want to be compassionate towards her. I feel a softness towards her. But maybe also with the 7 of Swords, we have to, you know, think about that too. What is the 7 of Swords suggesting? Maybe as far as his feelings with 7 of Swords would be like, I'm hiding away from these feelings. I don't want to deal with these feelings. I'm kind of moving away from these feelings. I'm not ready to handle these types of feelings. That's what the cards are suggesting. But do you see how quickly, for a lot of people, how even in intermediate to advanced readers, they do this all the time, where they jump to conclusions to what the cards are trying to say. So the cards are always answering the question. They're not answering what you want them to, like what you're subconsciously asking. They're answering what you have asked always. So you really want to be careful and mindful and aware of what it is that you're asking them, because they answer what you have asked and they don't do anything more than that. So that's why for a lot of times I like to say, for when I'm teaching people the cards, and when I'm, even when I'm watching some people that might, like people who I work with that are just as, great as I am, with tarot, or they have real strong history with it, I watch the way that they shuffle the cards, because this mistake is made all the time. And I'm like, wait a minute, let's check it real quick, because what you just answered was not the question of what was asked. You went off on a totally different tangent. She asked this, and this is what the cards are suggesting. So in fact, the cards are saying this. Now, I'm a Virgo. I'm not trying to one-up anybody. I'm not trying to be, make anyone feel less than, or make myself look above than anybody. But there is there is a need to kind of take a step back and become practical, because the cards, as intricate and as detailed as they are, they really do operate on a simple level. It's the messages and the intuitive messages that come in that become more intricate and more detailed, but the cards themselves are very simple with their method of handling things. And that's why I say all the time that it's a conversation that you're having with the cards. So you can ask one question, but asking that question triggers another question in order for you to get the whole grip, like the whole gist of what's going on. So it's like, okay, what does Peter feel for me? Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Okay, how do I feel about him? Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And then the cards show themselves. What type of potential, what potential is here if I allow Peter to come into my life? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. What does Peter want from our relationship? So let's say the Page of Pentacles comes out. And so you could look at that and he'll be like, oh, he wants commitment. He wants maybe he wants a internship. Maybe he wants money. Maybe he wants a job opportunity. So there's so many different things that can come from it. And that's why this is another reason I feel like I'm going to go into a whole wide variety of topics. Like, that's why I'm writing the Tarot Grimoire right now, which should be available mid-2018, because there's so many things, so many different levels that I want to talk about, and answering these questions in one video, I have a tendency to kind of like scatter myself. But that being said, I'm going to end this video here. What do you guys think? That's the second most common mistake that I see tarot readers make, from a beginner to advanced. It happens all the time. This is, again, a sacred space for us to talk about these things, so don't feel bad. No shade towards anyone. We're not judging. We're just becoming our greatest and highest versions when it comes to reading the cards and maxing our potential and learning. Always. So let me know your experiences. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you're subscribed and hit those thumbs up buttons, because they really do make a difference. We'll talk soon. I love you. Bye.